just flipped them. And I bought a 96 unit, which is like the deal that put me on the map. Sent a letter to a billionaire down in Florida. And he, for whatever reason, called me and we built a good relationship. And he sold me a 96 unit in my hometown for like 43 a door.
It's a good get-in price.
It was a great price. And I sold it for 70 a door like 18 months later. So I think I bought it for 4.2. I was all in at 4.9 or 5, and I sold it for $7 million.
Yeah.
Another deal, I didn't put any money in. I still had no money at that point. I did the other 12 units, but I didn't really have any money from that. I moved into the 96 unit. I self-managed it, hired an on-site manager, hired a maintenance person, oversaw all the renovations, like stuff I'd never done in my life before. And I had to raise $1.7 million for that. And that was, to date, through the past 10 years, that was the single hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. Was raise that money.
How much did you have to raise?
1.7.
Yeah.
After I just raised 150 and 150.
Yeah.
And I still, that was like tapping myself out to raise that 300 grand.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is such a good deal. I have to find $1.7 million. I think I had 1.2 by the time I closed, and I continued raising the next 6 months after I closed.
For the CapEx and
for the rest of the CapEx, but the dude just threw me. I sat down with him for lunch after I closed. I'm like, why did you sell me that deal? Like, you could have gotten $5 million for it. You sold to me for 4.2. He's like, yeah, I just liked you, and I didn't really need the extra money. I'm like, you're such a gangster. So, like, I want to be able to do that one day for somebody. I mean, the dude owned 5,000 apartments, free and clear, no partners, tons of senior living, like, just a good dude. Yeah, good mentor.
What'd you learn operating those sites the day to day that maybe helped you later on in your investing career that maybe someone would overlook or take for granted?
Well, I think the biggest thing was I really had never worked with contractors much before that. So like figuring out who's trustworthy, who's not. It's very hard to find good contractors for anything. How to manage a construction budget. Like, it's very easy to get upside down in a construction budget. You start spending money, you go from wanting to spend 8,000 a unit to 12 now, and now that over 40 units cuts out your ability to do the siding on all the buildings now, or whatever it happens to be. So that's big. And then I had on-site, it's 96 units, so we had a little leasing office. I had an on-site manager and maintenance, but I went through 3 managers, and in between I probably cumulatively spent 6 to 8 months myself as the on-site manager.